Now if I'm going to write 2 into b, that means 2b. This multiply sign has been omitted. Now why we are using this much? Because till here we have used 4 alphabets. 4 alphabets means 1, 2, 3 and 4. What if I'm going to ask you how many matchsticks are required if I want to make 10 alphabets? I want to make like this. Every time you are not going to make the alphabets like this. Simply what you are going to do, you know that 2n is the formula. Just how many alphabets I want? 10. So that means I want to know how many matchsticks are required. So what I'm going to do, 2 I'm going to multiply with 10 and that is going to be 20. So for making 10 alphabets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, total number of matchsticks which are required will be 20. Okay, that's why we are going to use this algebra. Now in this algebra, this n, the number which is not fixed, that is called as the variable. Variable means the value, the alphabet whose value is changing. Okay, something that varies, that is the value of the variable is not fixed. The value of the variable is not fixed. It is not fixed. Every time it is changing. It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 10, it can be 100, it can be anything. So that is called as the variable. Okay, so this 2 into is fixed, but this b is going to change. So this is going to be called as the variable. Now moving further on this, we are going to start with exercise 7.1. Question number 1, identify the rule and find the next term in the following patterns. Now we are going to use this. Also write the rule for the nth term. Nth term means, instead of this, if I'm going to find 15, then how I'm going to find 15? If I want to find 20, how I'm going to find 20? Like that. So now the first is, these circles are given to you. Now count the circles. These are 2, next 4, then 6, then 8 and then 10. This 2 I can write as 2 into 1, 4, 2 into 2, 6, 2 into 3, 8, 2 into 4, 10, 2 into 5. Now everywhere 2 into, 2 into, 2 into, 2 into, 2 into. They are same, so I'm going to write 2 into. And this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are changing. And the numbers which are changing, I am going to consider them as one variable, and that is going to be any alphabet, and that is n. You can take n. But here you have to take n because they have asked you the nth term. Nth means you have to take this n. If it would have been rth, then you would have taken here r. If they would have said that you have to take any alphabet, then you could have taken any alphabet. Okay. Now where n is equals to, n can be 1, I can place here 1, I can place here 2, I can place 3, 4 or 5. So this is the first one. C part I have just explained you with this matchstick method. You will try by yourself. Now I am going to explain you the B part. In the B part, now smileys are given to you. Now you have to calculate. Here are 2 smileys, then 3, then 4 and then 5. Now you have to tell the nth rule. See, this is going to be the nth rule, 1 plus 1. Now how? I'm going to explain you with this. I was having firstly 2, 3, 4 and then 5 smileys. 1 plus n is my nth rule. Now why? Because the value of this n is going to change. 1 plus 1 is going to give me 2 if I'm going to place n is equals to 1. If I'm going to place n 2, then it will give me 3. It is going to give me 3. Then if I'm going to place this, instead of this n, I'm going to place 3. This is going to give me 4. This I have got. If at the place of n I have put 4, it will give me 5. So that 5 I have got. So these are the values of n, and this is called as the nth rule. Okay. So you have to do this question in the notebook. This was question number 1 of exercise 7.1. Now let's move further. We are having some statement sums, and you just have to write the rules regarding it. See, in this question, there are 36 eggs in a tray. Now this is a tray, and here how many eggs are there? 36 eggs are there in one tray. You don't know how many trays are there. There are n trays. We don't know how many number of trays are there. So how will you write the total number of eggs in the terms of the number of trays? Do you know the number of trays? No. When you don't know certain amount, you are going to assume it by any alphabet. Let the number of trays be x, and we know that the number of trays are going to be more, and when more is there, we are always multiplying. Okay, so now how we are going to start with this? how will you write the total number of eggs in terms of the number of trays? The number of trays will be many and we don't know how many are there. So I am going to write, let the number of trays be x. Now the number of eggs in one tray, how many are there? 36. Here I am going to write n. Okay, here has to be written n. Then number of eggs in n trays, that means this n can be anything. Now there can be 5 trays also, there can be 10 trays also, there can be 15 trays also, any number can be there, because we don't know the exact number, so we are taking it as n, right? So 36 will be multiplied by n and it will be 36n. Okay, now let's move to the B part. A cheetah can run 29 meters per second. Express the distance covered by the cheetah in terms of its running time in seconds. Okay, now in this B part, speed has been given to you 29 meter per second. Time we don't know. Distance we have to find. And what is the formula for distance? Speed into time. The question is, they have asked you that you have to tell the distance in terms of the time t. So here I am going to assume that the time is going to be t seconds. Here I am going to write let time be t seconds, because we don't know the value of the time, and if we don't know the value of the time, I am going to consider any variable and let the variable can be t. So I am going to take it as t. Now it is going to be t seconds. Now what is the speed? 29. What is the time? T. What is the answer? 29t. Because multiply sign is there, I can remove the multiply sign here. Okay, and the answer is 29t meters. Why meters? Because this is meters in speed. So here also meters. Let's move to the solution here. Let the time taken be t, because they have asked you the distance you have to find in the terms of its running time. So time can be anything and you have to assume it as t. Speed is given to me. They are asking the distance. Distance is equals to speed into time. Speed is 29. Time we have just assumed above t. So it is going to be 29t meters. This is the answer. Okay. Now let's move to C part. Cost of 1 laddu is 12. The cost of 1 laddu is 12. Then what will be the cost of n laddus? That means n laddu means what will be the cost of 5 laddus, 6 laddus, 10 laddus, anything it can be. So the value of n can be anything, and we have to find for more. So for more, what we are always doing? Multiplying. So the cost of 1 laddu is 12. Then what will be the cost of many laddus? N laddus. That means 12 into n, and that is going to be rupees 12n. Okay, it was very easy one. Now let's move to the D one. D part. Length of the football field is 110 meters more than the width. Now we have to go with this line word by word. Express the length of the field in terms of its width. See, now this is a football field, right? So they are saying something like this is there. The length of the football field is 110 meters more than the width. Length is 110 meters more than width. This means if I will get to know what is the value of the width, if this is 70, for example, the width is 70, then the length is going to be 110 meters more than 70. That means 70 plus 110, it will be 180. So the length is going to be 180. So this was just an example which I gave you. But right now we don't know what is the width, and if we don't know what is the width, we are going to assume it as some variable. So I am going to write here, let width be w. Okay, then instead of this length is, now let's move on this 110 meters more. What is the meaning of more? Plus. So I'm going to write here plus. What is width? W, and this is your answer, because it has to be in meters, so that's why I'm writing it in meters. Okay, see the solution here also. Let the width be w, because we don't know the width, so the length of the football field is 110 plus w. I have told you from where this plus w has come. 110 more means plus, and width we have assumed as w, so 110 plus width. Okay, width which has we have assumed as w. Now the last question, E part. Ranjan's age is Z years. Okay, so the Ranjan's age is already given as Z, so you cannot assume any other variable here. You just have to take the variable Z. Geeta is 3 years older than him. Geeta is 3 years older. That means if Ranjan is of Z, then Geeta is 3 years older. Older means her age is going to be plus 3. Then Ranjan. Write Geeta's age in terms of Z. In terms of Z means that in the age of Geeta, answer should come, the equation which you are going to make, it should include Z. Okay, so now let me explain you here what it is saying. They are saying Ranjan's age is Z years. So I'm going to write Ranjan's age equals to Z years. Geeta is 3 years older than him. Him means Ranjan. Okay, now how I'm going to make the equation of this? 3 years means 3, older means plus, because she is bigger, right? She is older, 3 years older than Ranjan. And what is the age of Ranjan? Z. You can write Z plus 3 also, or you can write 3 plus Z also, same thing. So this is the age of Geeta. Z plus 3 is the age of Geeta. Okay, so this was your 7.1. Try to understand the concept of this introduction of algebra. There was just introduction in this, and how we are going to make the equations using the variables. That's what it was there in this exercise. Complete this exercise in the notebook. Thank you.